It's September, and it's time for another garden update. As fall approaches, the plants in the garden are starting to slow down a little bit. They're figuring out that fall is coming. Got some pretty good sized squash. This one here, I don't know how much it's going to weigh, but it's almost 2 feet long. Let's look at the container stuff while we're here. Have some lettuce and spinach and a couple other things planted in there. Things are starting to look a little rough here and there, but other things are starting to mature. The peppers, some of them are starting to change colors. Here's the Santa Fe Grande, getting a lot of red on it now. I just made some pickled peppers from it a couple of days ago. Fish peppers, they're even starting to get a little color on some of them. There's that little hybrid pepper, something crossed with a black pearl. Explosive amber is really looking pretty. Sangria, it's just covered with peppers. Let's go out and look at the eggplants. I cut back about 4 of the eggplants, and 3 of them responded well, and they're starting to get some new growth and some new blooms, and we're going to get some, if it doesn't freeze early, we're going to get some more eggplants off of those. Here's the Rosita, it's even getting a few little blooms started. This is the Eswad, it's got quite a few on it. But the long purple died when I trimmed it way back. I've got some I need to harvest on the Ichabod too. I don't know if you can see them back there. Then some of the other peppers are getting color on them. Let me see, there's the ghost peppers. They're a pretty pepper. I don't think I'm going to have courage enough to take a bite out of one of those, but look under here. This thing is crazy loaded. And this is just one side. It drapes over probably 4 feet the other direction. I'll get over there eventually. We even have one of the poblanos that's getting some color on it. I'm going to save seeds from this one. It's got some good sized peppers on it, so I'm going to save seeds from that one. And I need to harvest some of these. Harvested a bunch of peppers already, but still need to do more. There's some of that cinnamon basil. It really grows well, and it's going to seed. I need to probably dry some of that. We have the Buena Mulata over here. Another fish pepper. Got lots of peppers on it and a couple of ripe ones in there. I haven't even tried one of those yet. I need to do that. Chinese 5-color pepper. That's one grafted onto the hybrid pepper. And I had a disaster with the other graft. It was a Buena Mulata that was grafted on there too, and it broke off. Then I had another graft over on this jalapeno. It broke off from the wind too. We used some of those the other day. Still getting lots of otas. Santa Fe Grande. Made pickled peppers out of those. Here's the other side of the ghost pepper. Let me see if I can get over here without tearing anything up. You can see there's, well, let me get down here. It's kind of hard to get down there where they're all at. See how many of them there are? They're just everywhere. Let me just pick one of those off. That's got some wicked heat to it. All the way over here by the straw bale we have some of the squash vine that's trying to grow over here, even though some of it on the other end of the garden is dying back. There's the straw bales from the back side. Let's go over to the front side now. But while I'm here, take a look at the yacon. I've noticed it's getting a lot of damage from little caterpillars, painted ladies, and another one I couldn't recognize. We're eating the heck out of those, but they seem to be surviving it all right. I forgot to mention I saved seeds from my hybrid pepper, planted some of them, and I have this one pepper that's growing. Hopefully I can get a pepper on it before it freezes. If not, I'll probably take it inside. Here's a look at the sweet potato vines in front of the straw bales. I'll be harvesting those in a week or two. They really have been good growers, and they kind of act as a ground cover here to keep the weeds out of the garden, which is working out fine for me. There's the straw bales. Got the fish pepper in the middle of 2 eggplants. I'm hoping to get more late eggplants off of those, and other straw bale. You can't see either straw bale, but they're under all that crap. We've got Odas and a hybrid peppered in that one. And this petunia log has seen better days, and I think I'm going to probably cut some of that back and see if I can't rejuvenate it. And the tomatoes are embarrassing to look at. I'm going to be removing these very soon. I've already pulled out a bunch of tomato plants. Starting to get blight on some of them, and it's time for them to go, I think. Got some late tomatoes off of them. I'm going to try to squeeze a few more of those white tomatillos back there and save some seeds from that one, since it did taste so good. I wanted to save seeds from that particular plant. The tomatillos, I made some green sauce the other day. I was afraid of it getting too hot, and it turned out to be not hot enough, so we're adding more to peppers to it. There's the straw bale that had the tomatoes in it. Got some lettuce and stuff planted in it to make salads out of later. Here's the straw bale that I've gotten so many eggplants off of already, and it still has more to harvest. And that is just one side. There's more over here. The black pearls are all getting mature. And a couple of peppers in containers here. Banana leaf I'm using for mulch. More sweet potato vines. These are leftovers from the grow bags that I harvested. The yellow Jersey did very well. Okinawan purple, not so good. Terrible, as a matter of fact. Then I have some beets in that grow bag, some lettuce and stuff in the other 3. And let me go on the other side and show you something I kind of forgot about till I harvested the sweet potatoes in the grow bag. Got yacon growing back here, and it's starting to really take off compared to the other ones. These sunflowers look horrible. I'm going to be taking them out soon. But here's what I wanted to show you. This is ginger root. I stuck one from a grocery store in the ground, and it's been back here just growing on its own, not getting any watering or anything, just surviving on what Mother Nature provides. I just noticed one of our Florida green cotton has opened, but it's not very green. A little bit of green in it. Got a bunch more that will be opening soon. And I did a lot of cleanup work back here. Let me back up so you can see it better. I'm over here with the banana tree by the corner of the shed, and as you can see, I've really cleaned things out back there. That was the area I used to call the jungle area, and not so much anymore. Let's back up here and look at this banana tree. It's getting up there pretty good. It's about 8 feet tall at its tallest point, and it's still growing pretty well. Some of these leaves are over 4 feet long, and they're looking pretty ragged. We had a day when it was in the upper 90s with the wind gusting over 40 miles an hour, and it just shreds these banana leaves. It's kind of like natural for them to do that in high winds. But some of these suckers or pups are almost as tall as I am now. I'm thinking it should make it to 10 feet before the weather turns cold. Still getting a few tomatoes, but not very many. There's that sweet basil plant I'm gonna be saving seeds from because it seems to bolt a little later than the rest of them, but we've been using that off and on when we make our cucumber, tomato, and basil salad. While I'm here, I just noticed these are caterpillars from black swallowtail butterfly. When they get too heavy on the dill or the fennel or parsley, I move them to carrots. The carrots seem to tolerate them a little bit better, so it's a way of sharing my garden with them without killing them. There's those white tomatillos while we're back here. Here's the Kourbaki peppers. In the red phase, these taste really, really good. Just tried one of those, did a video on it. I'm not sure if I posted it by the time this posts or if I'm waiting afterwards, but if it hasn't posted yet, it will soon. Midnight Dreams pepper and the Chinese 5-color peppers. Getting a lot of color on it, and they're going to be all of them maturing soon. I'm going to be saving a few seeds, but not a whole lot. The albino bullnose, I'm letting some of those ripen. I'm going to try the ripe ones and see how they taste compared to the white ones, and I'll be saving seeds from 1 or 2 of those. Then the Buena Mulata. They get lots of color on those when they mature. And there's another Kourbaki. Those are good peppers. I like them. Buena Mulata. I also did a video on that. Hopefully I'll get that posted soon. I've got a lot of stuff in the works that I haven't gotten around to. And while I'm looking, the albino bullnose is still trying to pump out some peppers. The finches and cardinals have really been working hard on these sunflowers, trying to get all the seeds out of them, but I'm going to be removing the plants soon. They've got a lot of use out of them. And I harvested the seeds that I needed, so worked for them and us. If you're just now finding this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Otherwise, like, comment, and share. We'll see you next time.